Hello, and welcome back to Super Pat World. It is time to raise some money for the amazing St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Let's see what we got going on today. What's going on, Peter? What's up, Andrew? What's up, House of Peachy? What's up, Jesse? I always had to go to the hospital. It got too hot. Well, I'm glad you didn't have to, Jesse. What's up, K. Baronsky? What's up, Lopez? What's up, Jimmy? Happy Thursday, Robbie. What's up, Dave? How much do you want to raise? Well, we're at $67,660 today as of since 2021. I would love it if by the end of the year we could hit 70 grand. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Lewis? You installed your bidet today. There you go, Robbie. I think you're going to love it. Give it a full week to get used to it, and then you'll never go back. That's my prediction. There you go, Jesse. What's up, Barack and Suave? What's up, Ty? It's your birthday. All right, well, let me sing you happy birthday. Daughter got a DL today. She's very excited. I don't know what a DL is, but congratulations. What's up, Matthew? There we go, Fernando. It has been quite a day. Oh, driver's license. There we go. Very nice. Well, big shout out to her. One nice thing about St. Jude Day is we don't have to automatically skip if it's over a minute and a half. Maybe we can get some good longer levels today. Well, I know 10,000 challenge because the second Wednesday of every month we raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which is a separate run that's been going for years now. And every $50 that gets raised adds a skip to the bank. Every $100 does a wheel spin, and every $200 we read a testimonial. That is the deal. What's up, Tan the Man and Double Star? What's up, Ryan? Good afternoon, Craig. There you go. Shout out to Craig and his kid. There you go, Robbie. You're down with it. Yeah, maybe some link levels, Brando. What's up, Steffi? Maybe we get a couple good link levels. Thanks for the share, Steffi. What's up, Doug? Alrighty. Mike sounds weird today. Fair enough, oh. It's one of those days where the mic sounds weird. What's up, Kevin and John? Thanks, Doug. Big happy birthday to Ty. What's up, Ralph? Thanks for the heart. Into the buffer? Do you account for your St. Jude trips? They're accounted for in the calculation of the buffer. Okay, there we go. There we go. The donation link is pinned everywhere. Now we can sing happy birthday to Ty. The mic has distortion to it? On Facebook as well. I wonder... Oh, hold on. Did that fix it? I wonder if that helped. Now it's better? Not on your end? That's better. Okay. I found the issue. It was on this, It's not worth explaining, but there we go. Thank you, chat. We got it done. Okay, let's sing happy birthday to Ty. And then we'll raise some money for St. Jude charities. St. Jude Research Hospital. Let me get this off. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ty. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ty. Hope it's a great one. The best one of your life till next year. There we go, Doug. That fixed it. That fixed it. All right. 56 lives, 1,139 clears. We've got 149 skips in the bank. We've raised $67,660 since October of 2021. 10 people been here. One person liked it. 9-second world record with 20 seconds on the clock. Where's to go without leaving the ground? Okay.
Oh no!
Now I understand what you want. Oh, it's way over here. Would have liked to get the one up.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
There we go. We got our first. What's up, Lena? We got our first donation coming through. Super Trucker J. Super Trucker J. Kicking it off. Followed by Anonymous. There we go. We got double. Kicking it off with 2. So hold on. Let's update the numbers here. We've now raised $30. Anon with the top. Beautiful. Thanks so much for contributing. Shout out to Anonymous and Super Drogo J. And hold on, here comes Cy. Thank you so much, Cy. 1123. Okay, a very specific amount. So that's 4123. That was okay. Big shout out to Balin. Hold on. That was actually Balin. There we go. Forgot to put your name. There it is. Well, thanks so much. Big shout out to Cy, Balin, and Super Trucker Jax. Kicking it off right. 55 lives, 1,140 Kalias. IQ puzzle. 12 people been here, one person liked it, 30-second world record. What's up, Sierra? What other types of games do you enjoy? Pretty strict on platforming? It all depends. 12 people been here, one person liked it, 30-second world record. When I was... Uh-oh. Whoa. When I was younger... Like, I loved the Zelda games. Like, Link to the Past is one of my all-time favorite games. But if I played that for the first time today, I don't think I'd enjoy it very much. Especially when I think of what it takes to get, like, the Master Sword. Like, you want to talk about read the level creator's mind. That's the ultimate example of read... What has I got myself into here? Never mind. What's up, Em? Here comes DT Spies! Hold on! Let me pause once this lets me... What's up, Sammy? Once this lets me pause, I will do so. Oh, gosh. We're getting some wild ones today. DT Spies, one of my favorite level creators. Matchin', a top donator. And we've reached our first threshold. We got 50, which means we add a skip to the bank. Beautiful. Thank you so much, DT Spies. What's up, Nathaniel? What's going on, Stan? Play on your uncle's Super Nintendo? Yeah, I love Link to the Past. But again, would I love it today? Since I already know the secrets, I'd probably enjoy a playthrough. But, like, if I was trying to actually figure it out, like, I could, as a kid, I didn't mind the fact that you had, like, if you wanted to get the Master Sword, I wonder how many people actually just dug up the entire map until they found the Master Sword. If you know how to get the Master Sword, it's literally in a very specific spot in the forest. One dot. And stuff like that, as an adult, like nowadays, would drive me crazy. But as a kid, it was almost fun to have to figure it out from somebody else. But again, it makes me wonder how many people actually found it legit. 32 people made it, 2 people liked it, 23-second world record. What's the title here? What is the title of this level? I thought about it and found this thumbnail that looks great. Skip should be 149. I just used it on the last level. You're right. Twilight Princess is good. Yeah, that's a good one. Remember calling Nintendo powerful questions that link to the past. Exactly. Can't wait for the Zelda movie. Yeah, I'll check out the Zelda movie. All right. No damage allowed. Yeah. 7 seconds left. Come on, where'd you put it?
Oh no!
Oh, I found it legit. How long did it take, Dave? Did you dig up the whole map? Is it live action? I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. How am I supposed to... This is gonna take too... I'm losing my mind already, chat. I'm losing my mind already. 54 lives, 1,140 clears.
to go.
How long did it take, Dave? I'm curious. And did you dig up the entire map? How, like... I'm so curious. I'm so curious. 8 people been here. 1 person liked it. 9-second world record. Not quite the whole map, but it took a long time. Like, more than 10 hours. 8 people been here. 1 person liked it. 9.4 second world record.
Oh no!
Closer to 20 hours! No! The same thing happened again! That was even worse somehow.
Oh no!
Whew. Come on, chat. There we go.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
There we go, House of Peachy. That was fine. There we go, Lena and Kiwi. It's a tough one. Thanks, Balin. There we go, Double Star Bomb 35 in Sierra. 53 lives, 1,141 clears. Thanks, Sharon and Ryan. Run Mario, run Tao. Do you like sports? Nah. I don't dislike sports, I just don't care. It's to me, it's a big scam because none of the players are actually from the places they represent. Like on the New England Patriots, there was only 1 player that was even remotely close to the from here. So to me, it's a big scam to sell jerseys and tickets. And here's what's not a scam is Joy, the very generous Joy coming through. Big shout out to Joy with the $100 donation. That hits a bunch of different things. Hold on. Let's get this sorted out. That adds 2 skips to the bank. We'll start there. We've now raised $161.23. You are now comfortably the top donator, Joy. And we've got ourselves a wheel spin. So I'll open us for back to school. There you go. Shout out to Jeremy. We landed on a saying. All right. This is a book I got at a yard sale for 50 cents. Okay. Nothing could be further from the truth. That's a classic saying, which means it is patently false. It is outright lie, said as an emphatic denial of a preceding statement. It was used in 1957. He seemed to feel that he lived in a small town where everyone would know who he was. Nothing, of course, could be further from the truth. Okay, that one wasn't particularly satisfying. Let's try one more. Nobody is perfect. Even the best people have some shortcomings, often said to counter a critical remark about someone. In the U.S., the proverb has been traced back to Diary of the French Revolution from 1803. That's interesting. The phrase appears in a play by Oscar Wilde in 1895, where it says, charity, dear Miss Prism, charity. None of us are perfect. I myself am peculiarly susceptible to droughts. Oh, because he says none of us are perfect. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. A scam. I'm saying the part that's a scam that I don't like if the Boston Red Sox win, right? People from Boston feel like they've won. But in reality, the only thing connecting the Boston Red Sox to Boston is the almost arbitrary Boston in the name. The players aren't actually from Boston. Their stadium, the baseball diamond is in Boston. You could say that is what makes it the team. But ultimately, the part that feels like a scam is you just get assigned a baseball team. Like wherever you're from in the United States, bam, that's the team you're supposed to root for. It doesn't matter if you like other players or or anything. The vast majority just seem to feel compelled to root for their local sports team and will go to such extremes to both celebrate the wins and to mourn the losses. So that's always missed me as far as anything that I could like invest in and feel like, yeah, this is my sports team. There's this very meaningful connection between me and these people that aren't even from where I'm from that are representing the place I'm from. That's the part that feels scammy to me, because it just so happens, guess where they sell all the jerseys and all the tickets? To the people that live there. That's the part that feels like there's a strange dynamic. But I'm not criticizing sports fans. That might come across like a criticism towards sports fans, and it's not. It's meant to be an explanation as to why I am not compelled to be invested in my local sports team as having anything to do with me or where I'm from. That's the point. But if you like sports and enjoy sports, if anything, I'm jealous of you. I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to get joy from it. But I do think it's a little much when people spend a week depressed because their team lost. But again, I can appreciate you get really invested. I just can't relate. I can get it, but I can't relate to it. Hopefully that clears it up for you. And here comes Anonymous. Speaking of clearing it up, bringing us up to an even 165 with a $3.77 donation. There we go. Okay, 57 people been here. 7 people liked it. 3-second world record. We have a full timer. The title says only 2 gimmicks, but it's a little difficult to clear. St. Jude stream, Abby. That's right, Jorge. What is the gimmick? Okay, we got the first one. This next one is incredibly difficult. That's since I can't duck. Can I duck? If I jump from here, but I don't think I can make that distance. It wants me to do a wall jump, but that's like almost pixel perfect.
Oh no!
What's up, Mary? Love the Olympics. Yeah, the Olympics got it right. Prices of merch and tickets are ridiculous as well. They know they'll sell because they seem exactly. But let the record show. I want to make it very clear. The point is really not any sort of bashing of sports fans. It's just meant to be an explanation of why I'm not into it. Oh, that's close.
Oh no!
I did this level before? What makes you say that, Jay Hudson? I didn't like it. She sent you a Mariners hat so you have to rep the Red Sox. Well, it's funny, because when I was a kid, I loved the Mariners because of Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh
Close.
no!
It was middle at the top. I don't know what you mean, Jay Hudson. I don't know what you mean. All right, one more try.
Oh no!
Okay, we'll do it outside the run. I wonder if there's anything hidden. And now we can see if maybe... What's up, Snowbear24? There's a great streamer. Check her out, people. Let's subtract a skip. I have not... No, I've never played it. I only attempted to clear it without clearing it right now. How are you, Snowbear? You're a big kid. Griffin, did you collect any of these cards? Yes. I did have his baseball card. What's up, D-Neck? What's up, Rumble Till Disaster? That block is not accurate. Almost. Almost. There we go. That was Strawberry. He's a great one. And here comes everything. Here comes Jim. Oh my good gracious. Oh my good gracious. We've got the big boys out tonight, people. 150. That means 315. And it means we've got two 253. We add 3 skips. We update the top donator. Joy and Jim. What a delight. We're going to spin the wheel twice after we read every $200, we're going to read a testimonial as to what we're raising money for here. What is this all about? Why are we raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital? What are they doing? What kind of work is happening at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital? Let me tell you about Emma. Emma always imagined becoming a teacher because she loves kids. After her experience at St. Jude, she hopes to become a child life specialist so she can support kids through medical procedures like the one she went through. Here is her story. In May 2018, when Emma developed nausea and headaches, really bad ones, she said, her parents assumed it was from a virus. Tests found evidence of a bacterial stomach infection, but the normal treatment didn't help much, and her symptoms lingered. She was in and out of medical offices and even tried a new prescription for her glasses. There's Emma in 2018. There it is. Shout out to Emma. After several weeks of lingering symptoms, a gastrointestinal doctor ordered an MRI, and the results showed a mass on Emma's brain. After surgery to remove the tumor, later identified as a type of brain cancer called medulloblastoma, Emma was referred to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. At St. Jude, Emma's treatment was part of a clinical trial for medulloblastoma patients called SMM2 that used lower dose treatments for patients like Emma who had lower risk disease. Her treatment included proton beam radiotherapy and chemotherapy. This is a quote from her dad. St. Jude provides comfort. In this situation, you're anxious. So much is unknown. And here, that goes away. You know you're in the best place, and you know your child is getting the best care. Some of the best doctors in the world are here, and what they focus on every day is curing kids. How's Emma doing now? Now, finished with treatment, Emma visits St. Jude for regular scans. Her dad started an annual youth softball tournament called Emma's Event at a St. Jude fundraiser. The event has raised more than $150,000, and this is Emma today. Shout out to Emma. Emma always imagined becoming a teacher because she loved kids. After her experience at St. Jude, that purpose shifted to the medical world. Now she hopes to become a child life specialist like the ones at St. Jude so she can support kids through medical procedures, providing comfort to kids when they need it most. And donors like you make it possible. So there we go. Thank you so much to everyone who's donated. The donation link is pinned everywhere except TikTok because TikTok won't let me. But if you're interested in donating, you're on TikTok, check out the pinned comment on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Kick. And then we got to spin the wheel twice. There we go. Me too, Sierra. What's up, Nat? Favorite pitcher, Nolan Ryan? Yeah, I was a big Nolan Ryan fan as well. Thanks for the follow, Nelly. Lurking on the streams. There we go, Jim. Okay, now we're spinning the wheel. A double spin. We got a double spin, double spin. We got a hat. Starting with the hat. Starting with a hat. The crab hat. There we go, Kirsty. Big shout out to the donators. And now we get a double spin because we do it every $100, and we cross the $200 threshold and the $300 threshold in one fell swoop. Okay, we got hat again, but rather than just swap the hat, we'll add the glasses. What's up, Erica Gobble? All right. We got the Elton glasses on. We're ready to go. This was fine. It was fair, just difficult. My boy, Elton John. I got to be Elton John in a Christmas pageant in grade school. And we performed Step in the Christmas Dress, go together, we can watch it go forever and ever. It was a wild one. Okay, back to the run. 49 lives, 1,141 clears. It's Wednesday, Jay Lee. Got a little crabby here, Peter. Got to see him in concert. That's awesome. I'd love to see Elton in concert. 8 people bet in. Nobody liked it. 8-second world record. What's going on with this spring, I wonder? Okay. Okay, not
Oh
great.
no!
Oh, wow, chat. That's why it has no likes. It's not bad. We'll have to do it outside the run, though. This, as you can see, the lives are already in the danger zone here. We've had this run going for I think, over 2 years now. But now we at least have time to complete the levels that we skip, unlike on the 10,000 days. Here we go, Sharon. Sir Elton John, a legend. My boy Elton. Oops. We're gonna have to try again. What's up, Tim? You got it? I wasn't sure how many tries it was gonna take.
Mario time!
I'll be your first like. It just shouldn't have been an expert. There we go, Lena and Frank. There we go, Double Star and Mary and Sharon. There we go, Nelly. I remember when he did the like a candle in the wind when he did that release for Princess Diana, and I remember buying the single and being like, this dude's awesome. I think that was actually my first exposure to Elton John was that. Is that right, or was that after I was Elton John? I forget. My childhood is a blur at this point. 47 people been here. Nope, 47 lives, 1,141 clears. There we go. Tim, glad you have a chance to be here. Shout out to Tim. Thanks, Ryan. You ain't lying. 39 people been here. 5 people liked it. 16-second world record. Can we get some one-ups, please? Can we get some Can we get some one-ups? I think that we should. We have an arrow. Come on, bro. It's called bad level. Okay, well, we need lives to go up, not down right now. That's the problem we're having. Yeah, it's a little more leisurely when the lives are a little better. 79 people made it, 8 people liked it, minute 6 world record. Snow and land. I'm afraid with these arrows. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, I guess that what the arrow was trying to point to? Oh gosh. Come on, bro! What is happening right now? What is happening with these levels, bro? Come on St. Jude Day, you gonna do me like this, bro? Every level? I just must be cursed, chat. I'm starting to think I'm cursed. I've never actually thought that way, but I'm starting to wonder if I'm cursed. Maybe it's just 2026 is just cursed for me. What's up, Mullins? Next 3D Mario game would cool to see Odyssey 2? It sure would. It sure would. A minute of this, huh?
Oh no!
44 lives. I'm gonna be so sad if this run actually ends. It's been years in the making. Literally. This is a different endless run, Kirsty. This one's been going for, like I'm saying, many years. Dedicated to St. Jude. That's why I love and hate the game. That's right, Lewis. Okay, there's hidden blocks coming up, Pat, so be ready. Hidden blocks here. We need the one-ups. Oh, I need to take damage now. There we go. No, it was a green pipe bone, so they were coming up too slow. Oh. I'm afraid of getting hidden blocked again. Still need 3 red coins. Do we get one up here? Oh, no, if I win. See what I mean, chat? Well, okay, we did get 3 one-ups after all. The curse is broken. Is there a checkpoint? This has over a 10% like rate. Endless expert. needed them. Okay, did I enjoy that level? No. But I'll give it a like anyway. I feel like it was trying to be a good level, so I'll give it that credit. Give it that credit, even though it ain't for me, because you know what, chat? Not everything is for everybody. So much trouble in the world is caused by people who believe everything needs to be for everybody. But not everything is for everybody. A simple but important truth to understand. 46 lives, 1,142 clears. Thanks Mullins, Lena, Frank, Ralph, Bailey Dodd parents, Michael, Peter, Lisa, Sierra, Mary, Fernando, and Double Star. $771 people been here. 192 people elected. 3-minute world record. You thought that was right up my alley? Maybe you turned away when things went wrong. This looks like a lot of red coins. Let's take it from the bottom up. Okay, that's not happening. Is it a test of skill? It did not feel like a test of skill. But like I said, I left the like, bro. I don't know what you want from me. 21 people been here. One person liked it. 53-second world record. Let's try Google Translate and see what this one says. Easy. Spot the difference. All right. Well, here we go. Let's see if we can spot the difference. Go. The difference here is that on the left side this has a white cloud, left side has a white cloud, left side has a yellow donut. So the left one is the correct answer. Oh, it's showing it. Oh, but technical speedrun guy? Okay, hold on. We'll take a minute and address this since it's becoming a topic of conversation. In the previous level, there was a part where you had to make a jump off of a boost pad, and there was no clear indication of where you needed to land. And that resulted in losing a life when I'm trying to build the lives. So, that part in particular is what didn't feel like a test of skill to me, but read the level creator's mind. Overall, by the time I finished the level, I said, you know what? I think overall, that level creator was trying to make a good level, and in spite of that one part, the rest was good enough to have earned a like from me. And then I liked the level. So hopefully that can clear it all up. It seems pretty simple from my perspective, but hopefully with that explanation, now it all adds up. So there we go. Now we have 4 of them. Now we have 4 to spot the difference. If you spot the difference out there, chat, make sure you let me know what the difference is. Say 1, 2, 3, 4 and say what the difference is. Third wheel is going right. Okay, the direction of the conveyor. Oops. He's got it. This one's moving right to left, moving right to left, moving left to right, moving right to left. So it's number 3. It is número 3. Very nice. Good job, chat. And see, it shows you. Yeah, we get it. We get it. Okay, we've got another 4-pack here. Hello, Elisa. Can't tell the direction, Bon. Anybody see it? Little audience participation. Got a flower above 3. Yep, that's true, but it's not in the box. But that's a good eye, Rob. That is objectively true. Yep, it does, 3 does have a flower. This is what chat's pointing out. There's a flower up here, but the way these levels are supposed to be designed is you're supposed to find the difference within the box. But maybe it's an maybe it's a, maybe it's one of those little clever twist. There you go. They're writing their own rules here. There it is. Confirmation, it was the flower. They're writing their own rules. Now, what is this? Susie, thank you so much for donating to the amazing St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Big shout out to Suze. We're up to 320. Thanks again to everyone who's donated, and no thank you to this level creator. Thank you for confirming how truly cursed I am right now. Thwomp Castle. 40 people been here. 2 people liked it. Minute 18 world record. Later, Cody. Can we get another one? No, we don't want. This is trolling. We don't actually want this. Supposed to go up and over the wall. There you go, Craig. Guess it was a gotcha level. They got me. They got me. Read the level creator's mind challenge. Oh, is that thing still going? Read the level creator's mind challenge. No one-ups, but at least it's a clear. At least it is a clear. There we go, double star. And it was fair. A fair challenge with no one-ups. What's up, Booba? Thanks, Mary. There we go, Watson. There we go, Sierra and Fernando. Susie wishing happy birthday to Ty. 46 lives, 1,143 clues. Twelve people been here. 2 people liked it. 3-minute world record. What does the translation say? Captain, I can't get it. We can cheese this a little by doing that. Where's the ground? Wow. All right. What's up, Andrew? Gotta love the old Mario Kryak. There we go. We got our 3 1-ups. What is my destination here? Up. Good evening, Digital Doom. Da-ba-da-bow. There we go. That's not cool. Anything coming out of that pipe? Yes. Boo-ba-da-bow. Beep-ba-doo-boo. Do we need to switch to this one? Mush. No. Okay. All right. What's up, Blue? Alright, we've got a battle. We've got a battle. It's battle time. Man your battle stations. Beep-a-doo-boo. Beep-a-doo-boo. Alright. Very nice. And it's Barack's birthday. We got a double birthday on St. Jude Day. Happy birthday to Ty and Barack. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barack. Rock. Hope it's the best birthday of your life till next year. There we go. Nice level, buddy. Nice level. Bradley had a great workout. There you go. Mr. Golden. Golden performed by Our Last Night. Oh, actually, you're talking about the rock cover of the Jake song. Yeah, that's a great one. They're a great band. Shout out Our Last Night. 49 lives, 1,144 clears. There we go, Fernando. We're almost back to 50 at least. We're almost back to 50. 11 people been here. One person liked it. 2-minute world record. What other games do you have on your Switch? I have a million of them. Which is ironic since this is the only one I play. Oh! Kinda hard to dodge when you can't see the enemy. What's up, Astrid? Can we just skip that one? It's not a red coin. Oh my gosh. This looks like a troll. What's up, Josh? Got back from dinner with a friend. Place called Lebowski's. Had cheese curds. The best homemade ranch you ever had. Is that a nod to Pulp Fiction? Is this all just pick a path? Getting a little concerned. Here's the end. Does it find where you didn't put a block? Is this what my life has come to? Yes, hold on. Big shout out to Digital Doom. Coming through with a big dono of $50. Thank you so much, Digital Doom. We're almost at, when we hit 400, we get another wheel spin and another testimonial. Oh, Big Lebowski. What did I say? I said Pulp Fiction. Yeah, Lebowski. That makes sense since you literally said it's called Lebowski. That's the cheese curd connection. What's up, Augusto? There it is. But the on-off isn't activated. Okay, we're gonna let that one go. I'm the dude, man. That's right. The dude. The dude abides. Okay, now there's a cool level. Now that is right up my alley. I love that. Great indication, platforming challenge. I would call that level right up my alley. Nice one, buddy. Thanks, Josh, Mary, Lisa, and Double Star. Here we go, Peter. 49 lives, 1,145 clears. "31 people been here, 2 people liked it, minute 16 world record." See global rank? I have no idea. It's meaningless. It should be run rank. It's not really my rank. Survival levels? Yeah, sometimes they can be good. Oh gosh, like that one was very unclear what you wanted from me until it was too late. So that gets frustrating quickly when we're trying so desperately to build the lives up. So there's an example of a less than optimal situation. It's not that you're trying to activate those blocks, you're trying to get up on top of them. So, that's something pretty easy to indicate with an arrow. There are many tools available if the level creator so chooses to put any effort into letting you know what to do. But a lot of these levels, you know what they like? They like a little gotcha. They do not mind a little gotcha. Because you know what that means to a lot of these level creators? It means, ooh, a lower clear rate. Ooh. Ooh. Very nice. Now, the level has a lower clear rate. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Very nice. A lower clear rate because it was unclear what to do. Isn't that an achievement? Isn't that an achievement? Okay, we're safe here. Now, what does this mean, Chad? How do you want to interpret this one? We have 4 arrows. We have 6 question blocks and 2 on-off. What does it mean? I have no idea. If we hit this, maybe we get a key? We get a key. Do I want to hit these? Do I not want to hit these? I don't know. It's just coins. I guess I genuinely don't understand. There's a P switch if I don't want to hit the... I don't understand. They both went to the same place. Alrighty. Alrighty. "48 lives, 1,146 clears. Thanks, O, Double Star, Ralph, Mary, Josh, and Pumpkin King. 11 people been here. 1 person liked it. 32-second world record. Get the star. We need boom boom. That is not boom boom. Found him. I got a better idea. There we go. Alrighty, we got over 50.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
We got over 50 lives. There it is. Sierra, Pumpkin King 93, Josh, Erica. Second Monday of the week, Sharon, Fernando, and Ralph. Thank you for the one-ups, buddy. Thank you for the one-ups. Thanks, Sierra, Mary, and Sharon. $51 lives, 1,001. Hold on, we gotta read AC text group. And I have somebody actively trying to hack my email. That's getting really annoying. It's getting annoying, to say the least. Streaming has taught me that taxes can be very difficult. I'm very thankful to have met Anthony, who's introduced me to AC Tax Group, who has helped me through all my questions with patience and care. They have graciously agreed to be my first sponsor, and as someone who has worked with them directly for years now, I can wholeheartedly recommend them for your tax needs. They focus on businesses, rental properties, and people with investments. They can help with any business, big or small, in any state in the USA. So if you've got a business or a side hustle, you should really consider checking them out. As a streamer with my own business, they have helped immensely. They are offering a free 30-minute consult for my viewers. Just use my link in the pinned comment or mention that Super Pat sent you when you contact them. And I even get a referral bonus if you end up working with them. So please consider it if you're looking for any help with your taxes. 29 people been here, 3 people liked it, 2-second world record. This is literally impossible without something hidden. Needs to be a hidden star or something. I'm not gonna bother. There it is, yeah. 37 people been here, 4 people liked it, 7-second world record. What was this supposed to be? How is that a triple jump? Does anybody understand that? Does anybody understand how that's a triple jump? Let's try it again. Maybe I misunderstood. That one's clear. Okay, it's a twirl. Okay, we'll do this outside the run because it could take 15 tries just to understand exactly what they're looking for. That is what we've got here. That is the challenge in front of us. Five clears. They both have to be twirls. All needed was a little twirl indicator. That's all you had to provide, buddy. And it would have been clear. Okay, no twirl indicator there. I'm very glad I skipped. This is a trial and error, figure it out as you go. Wow, with a really tight last jump. With no way to anticipate it. Here's a gotcha level. Did they intend it to be a gotcha level? Not necessarily. It could have just been the blind spot of being a level creator.
Oh no!
And when you're making your own level, the dynamic that develops is you can't unknow your own level. So it can be difficult to imagine what it's like for someone playing your level for the first time without knowing everything that you know. You see what I'm saying? Do you see that dynamic? That doesn't necessarily mean malicious intent. It could just be a little word called oversight. But this one needs to be incredibly specific. This needs to be very, very specifically done. What's up, Victus? That last jump is no joke. Oh, I tried to pull back. What's up, Chris? Too much distance. This is super expert. Still too much distance. I guess I gotta do just one twirl there. Can you just cheese it if you went under? I bet you could. Okay, you do need 2 twirls, but they have to be very specifically timed. That still isn't it. Wow. I'm trying to stay as low as I can so that landing works better. Hey, here come Eli and Sierra. Thank you so much for contributing, bringing us up to $3.90 with $10 away from a wheel spin and a testimonial. Big shout out to Eli and Sierra. The design was cool, but it was just lots of trial and error. But ultimately, you're getting a like, buddy. How about that? How about that? It at least looked cool when you did it. What's up, Grandpa Taz? Big shout out to you on Kick. There we go, Ryan. There we go, K-Rod and Spacer. Thanks, Fernando. 49 lives, 1,147 clears. Don't stop running. Well, I appreciate the clear instructions. Thanks for putting it off screen. Cool idea, bro. Why is it only 1K? This is a different run. Second Wednesday of every month, we raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And it's a different run altogether, just that one day a month, which I can appreciate is very confusing. Okay. For every jump up to that point, you need to do a late jump off the corner. For this one in particular, if you do a late off the corner on the switch that you can't see, you don't hit it. Isn't that incredible? But so here we go. Let's do this outside the run after we wasted 4 lives on it. That's a fun idea. Here we go. Oh, here's another skip. See, down today, is everything all right? Yeah, I'm just completely burnt out with everything in my life, and there is no end in sight. Does that mean I'm going to stop doing anything I'm doing? Nope. I'm going to keep up with going to work. I'm going to keep up with all these healthy habits, all the meal prep, all the exercise, 2 hours of this game every day, endless expert, my least favorite mode. Am I going to stop? I'm not going to stop, but there is something that I like to call no end in sight. And so after enough time, a little thing happens called burning out. And so I've expressed over and over again and continuing to express, I am entire. How does this have this high of a clear rate? Only 5 clears. I am completely and utterly burned out in every way you can be, chat. That's the reality. Does that mean you should feel bad for me? No. Do people have it way worse than me? Yes. Does that change anything for me? No. Again, if my conclusion was, oh my goodness, everything's so bad, there we go, made the adjustment. Everything's so bad for me, and I'm going to stop going to work, and I'm going to stop. Oh my God, the next time. If the behavioral choice was to completely abandon my responsibilities, stop paying the mortgage, I'm quitting my job, I'm going to just stay in bed all day, that's not what's happening. I'm continuing to do everything I need to do in all the commitments, all the responsibilities. I'm doing all the things, but I am bitterly burned out, and there's just no solution. That's the issue. So I just have to grind on through it. And part of the situation with streaming 2 hours every single day is even on a day, especially on a St. Jude day, there's no way I'm going to cancel the stream. Now, you could argue, well, Pat, if you're going to be in this bad of a mood, you should have just canceled the stream. Well, I would argue that to raise $390 for kids with cancer, even if I'm having a bad day, that's still worth it to me. Does that magically make everything better for me? No. And I have shared a million times and will continue to share, I am a very transparent, emotional type of person. I'm not pretending that everything's okay, because it's not okay. But again, is my behavioral response irresponsible, be ridiculous? No. But I also am not faking how I feel. So that's what's going on over here, people. Not trying to be dramatic, not trying to do anything other than fulfill the obligations I've got, do my best with what I've got, and be honest enough with myself so that these negative feelings I've got don't build up into irresponsible decisions. That's part of what the speech at the end of my stream, telling you to recognize when you're depressed, be willing to reach out to someone, all that is related to the important reality that if you just push your negative feelings down, there will come a point in the timeline when you make some big, big mistakes, I can promise you. So, for me at least, I've learned it's a lot better to face the negative feelings you feel in the moment you're feeling them. And in my case, it just so happens I go on the internet for 2 hours every day, and if I happen to be in a super down, burned out mood, it sort of is what it is, especially if it's St. Jude Day, especially if we're raising money for one of the most important. You want to talk about someone having a bad day? Imagine the parent bringing their kid to St. Jude because they just found out they had cancer. I mean, how much more extreme can it get? I fully grasp just how much worse life can be, which is all the more reason. I don't think I have it worse than everybody else. I don't think it's this horrible reality, but I do think it's a legitimate struggle for me. That's all. So there we go. Hopefully that clears it up. Big shout out to Jeffrey. We got our last 10. We're up to 400 now, which means we got a wheel spin and a testimonial. Another reminder of what this is all about, chat. This is what it's all about. This is what this stream today is all about. We're raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And I'd like to introduce you to my buddy Noah. This is Noah right here. Look at my boy Noah laughing it up. He's laughing it up. He's got a great attitude. Noah was diagnosed with neuroblastoma when he was in 5th grade, chat. 5th grade. He was referred to St. Jude, where he and his family found hope amid the change and uncertainty. Here's Noah's story. Noah was a straight-A student who loved school, but shortly after starting 5th grade, his grades suddenly tanked. His handwriting changed, his vision blurred. In January 2025, Noah was diagnosed with CNS neuroblastoma, a type of cancerous brain tumor. This is a quote from his mom. "I knew in that moment everything was about to change drastically. I didn't know how much." Noah's oncologist referred him to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. At St. Jude, his treatment included chemotherapy, additional tumor resection surgery, and proton radiotherapy. Importantly, it also included physical, occupational, and other supportive therapies. Noah has life-changing vision loss as a result of his cancer. And this is a quote from his mom. "The care at St. Jude has been phenomenal. He loves his care team. He thinks they're the best. Noah also loves the St. Jude School, especially the STEM lab. He loves 3D printing in the St. Jude Family Commons makerspace. He's into so many different things. How is Noah doing? Check out my boy Noah now. Look at Noah now. He's a whole new guy. Noah has now completed treatment and returned home. He's delighted to be back in school with his friends and returns to St. Jude for regular checkups. Noah's mom said Noah loves the fact that St. Jude is a research hospital. He knows that everything they learn by treating him is going to help other kids like him. And donors like all of you make it possible. So let's give a big shout out to Jeffrey, Eli, Sierra, Digital Doom, Susie, Jim, Anonymous, Joy, DT Spies, Cy, Anonymous, and Super Trucker J. Our donators today. You are amazing and making a difference, and I appreciate you big time. There it is, Sierra. Appreciate that. There we go, Laura. All right, back to the run. Back to the run. Motion regulation, written down. Valuable lesson. There we go. Big shout out, Double Stub. I'm 35. We have a brain connection. 46 lives, 1,147 clears. Easy troll. There you go, Peter. Better to keep it real. Also fair if you don't like keeping it real. Easy troll. Let's see how easy it is. 97 people been in, 9 people liked it, 48-second world record. Here's a lesson on troll levels. First of all, don't activate any boxes. That's lesson 1. Lesson 2, expect the unexpected. Lesson 3, check for hidden blocks before committing to a jump. Hidden block? Now, that looks too good to be true. There's one of, now we're gonna have to break rule number 1 to see if there's a vine. I cannot believe this is the right way. But I don't know where else to go. Okay, if it's called Easy Troll, do not go into a clear pipe any earlier than you need to. Because you can get stuck in one of these. Okay. If the camera doesn't work out correctly. Oh! I'm so confused. What's up, goat? That's right, goat. We're raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. This was certainly not your... did we even find a single troll? It gave us a 1-up? I don't think we found a single troll. I'm gonna like a troll level, chat. I don't even know how it's possible. I don't understand. Maybe easy troll is a troll since it's a normal level. Yeah, maybe that's it. It's just putting you on the lookout for a troll. The one hidden block, but it had a power-up? Right, that's what I mean. Here we go, Sharon and Yaya, Ryan. 48 lives, 1,148 clears. Oh, wait! I didn't spin the wheel. We hit 400, so we crossed another threshold. It's on the line of glasses. I already have glasses, so we'll put the apron. I've almost got the whole St. Jude outfit on. The apron says, play for more than bragging rights. Whew, I should have left the AC on. It's not that hot today, so I was trying to save the money. Trying to save the electricity. But the reality is it's just getting hot in this one room. It probably will be cool in the living room. Okay, 10 people been here. Nobody liked it. 17-second world record. It is a shame. You can't even see it. It says escape from the approaching deadly poison. Okay, so that means it must be rising. We're looking for an on-off switch. There it is. No! What's the temperature here? I don't even know. Not in the 90s like it has been. All right, fair enough.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
How warm is it? Let's see. Let me give you a number. 78 degrees. Well, I'll be your first like. There you go. But it's not as hot as it has been, you know, right? Don't you agree? It has been sweltering the past couple days. 47 lives, 1,149 clears. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. What song is that? Feel like I could die. Bye-bye, love. That's a good old classic. 34 people been here. 2 people liked it. 6-second world record. Wendy D! Wow, we had both Wendy D and Digital Doom come over from TikTok with big donos. Oh, and I owe myself a skip for hitting 400. And now it's 450 thanks to Wendy D in the place to be. Big shout out to Wendy D. And that gives us another skip. Okay, 34 people been here. 2 people liked it. 6-second world record. Bye-bye now. Red herring. Read the level, creator's mind level. Do a wheel spin thing for my donation in the daily stream. What would that look like? I have to. There's a pixel I can stand on. See that brown pixel right there? I can stand on that one. What's up, Jeff? Oh gosh. Hot sauce. I can't. My stomach would not tolerate it. I have severe acid reflux to the point I have a thing called Barrett's esophagus, where if I get heartburn, we'll do this outside the run. If I get heartburn, I get an increased chance of cancer because my esophagus is forced to like basically rebuild itself. And every time that your body has to do that cellular regeneration, unfortunately, it's also an opportunity for cancer. So once you have Barrett's esophagus from chronic acid reflux, heartburn can literally give you cancer. So, as a result, something like hot sauce, wasabi, is definitely not on the menu. Now I'll get it on my next try. Okay, good. Having some pickled jalapenos. There you go, Jan. You can eat them for me. This is tough. Usually I would kind of finesse it a little bit, but the way it's spaced out with the spikes makes it insanely harder. Here, let's zoom in so we can really see it happen. Man, what's really tough is I'm having to get Mario to fall in a straight line in exactly the right spot. What's up, Eddie? But if you have any ideas that don't involve me eating unpleasant things, I'm all ears. Man, I'm brushing up against it. You can see. How do I? That was closer. Man, the bad thing, like, even, like, these glasses, it ends up destroying my ears with the headphones. I always make a mental note to myself of try to hold off on the glasses till the second hour. And, can you just to the flag and stop by the plant? Oh, you're suggesting this. It's just a little bit too high. Yeah, ground pound would be amazing right here, Ryan. Ground pound would be amazing. What if I try it the opposite way? If I jump over and then just try to double back? Bean Boozled Challenge? The only problem is I stop eating at 5 p.m. And that's also related to the heartburn. There it is. We did it. We got on that pixel. Ever since I got the Barrett's esophagus diagnosis, I stopped eating after 5 p.m. so that there's at least a 4.5 hour window before I'm laying down in bed. That was another consequence of the Barrett's esophagus. So, like, that's why I'm saying. I get that, like, a lot of the incentive type stuff that you're talking about involves food, which is part of where I'm saying it doesn't work for me. Food cannot be a part of the incentive. Watching me suffer through food is not an option. The stakes are too high. I'm not trying to play it again. Once was enough. Once was enough. Do I use Tums? No. I have to take omeprazole for the rest of my life. First thing in the morning. That helps reduce the stomach acid. You get bad acid reflux, you have a bad habit of eating right before you sleep and suffer? Well, bro, take it from someone who's paying the price. I spent basically 8 years refusing to take omeprazole because I was afraid of its connection to Alzheimer's. And all I accomplished was messing up my esophagus way worse by just having constant, literally chronic acid reflux. In fact, while I was streaming for many years, you could see it would happen on stream all the time, bouts of acid reflux. And don't play around with that. Do not play around with that. I didn't know it was linked to Alzheimer's. Well, it's not. This is the thing. I shouldn't have even said it. I was trying to give the context as to why I didn't want to take it initially. Now that I am on it and have looked further into it, turns out that link to Alzheimer's is incredibly weak and isn't actually proven. Like most things on the internet, chat, everything is overhyped and oversimplified. People love to connect this to that and make it seem like it's so clear and obvious. But the more you dig into the data yourself, the more you will find the vast majority of what you learn about health stuff online is overhyped, overblown, oversimplified. And this is one of those times. So, very dry for the moment. The only day... Oh, you're talking about the weather. Grandpa Taz takes it. Wyatt's taking it. But ultimately, I just, especially at the age of 30, I didn't like the idea of taking something for the rest of my life. So my hope was that I would like make positive changes over the next couple years to take care of it that way. And instead, I was a disaster. And I ate pizza every day and fries and chicken fingers and every other yummy food I wanted to eat. And that's part of why I'm suffering this year, because I've completely changed my lifestyle in every way health-wise. Now, the only things, now I don't eat any fried food. I don't eat any pastry. I don't eat any, like I said, I stop eating at 5 p.m. I walk a couple miles every single day. I lift 3 times a week. I've logged everything I eat for the past 147 days. Now I'm taking it very seriously, but it's a bad combo when you hate your job and life just becomes an endless routine. And so that's where it's at. I'm in endless routine mode, burning out, but I'm making positive steps. My future self will thank me. Assuming I make it 10 years from now, and by that I just mean like anything unexpected. If any, I'll be blessed to continue to live, and if I'm blessed enough to continue to live, I will thank my past self, my now self, for making all these changes. But in the short term, mixed with dreading going to work every day, it truly is burning me out, chat. So that's where it's at. 45 lives, 1,149 clears. Okay, I got to lose the glasses at this point. It's really tearing apart my ear. Whew. 15 people been here. 2 people liked it. 22-second world record. Okay.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
There we go. It can be drastic. No, there it is. Appreciate you, M. Making it happen. That was fine. Could have been normal. Could have been normal. There we go. Double star. That's right, Wyatt. Sometimes you gotta make a change. Sometimes you gotta make a change. 46 lives, 1,150 clears. Desperately trying to get to 50 lives. Which is where we started. 23 people been in, nobody liked it. 22nd world record.
Oh no!
We'll do this outside the run. And we'll use another skip. Endless expert. It's been cleared twice. One of them is Raph. Look at all the medals. But neither of them liked it. It's a little concerning. That is a little concerning. Okay. Ooh, that's really tough. You have to do such a low wall jump. Okay. I think we can cheese this. Okay. Didn't even need the coins. And it's a troll. Bro, you can keep it. Unreal. This is what I'm saying, chat. This is my Mario Maker life here. This is my Mario Maker life. 45 lives, 1,150 clears. 75 people been here. Some people liked it. 16-second world record. That's endless expert for you, chat. This is why it's my least favorite. This is good enough for enjoying a dash. Okay. I appreciate the 3-1-ups. I'll give that a like. This is Endless Expert. What's up, Vampy? What's up, Tatty? There you go, buddy. Here we go, Ralph and Eben. Here we go, Double Star and M. $48 lives, 1,151 clears. The perfect run. Perfecto. 52 people been here. 2 people liked it. 24-second world record.
Oh no!
Okay. From 144 to 143 skips. Temple Trap Nest. Oh boy, 148 people been here. 20 people liked it. 4.5 minute world record. What's up, MJ? There's a streamer who cleared 155,000 levels in Mario Maker 2. That is amazing. Shout out to them. I wonder what difficulty they were. Because there's a big difference between 155,000 easy levels, normal levels, expert levels, or super expert levels. There we go, I got it. Okay, that was cool. Whoa. There we go, shout out Raging Yeti Gaming. Do I want that? I'm gonna trust this level. Let's see if I regret that decision. Whoops. Oh. I might have to take damage, which means I could have gotten that block after all. Yeah, it was the power up. What's going on, Shannon? I do have the crab hat on. Made it to the top. Super expert. That's incredible. Then it must. I'm betting it is Royru. There is probably less than 5 people on Earth that have achieved that. So that is probably who you're talking about. A little bit of waiting here. Can I get up there? Because we could get one-ups pretty easily, but no, I can't get up there. It's too late. There we go. It's a cool little mechanism. Hey, my bros. Get the claw. I couldn't get in the claw, Craig. It's G Seppuku. Okay, so there we go. Shout out to him. That was quite a feat. Yeah, it could be a lobster. Oh, I had the Insta! I could have done an Insta. Could have taken him out in one shot if I had kept that drive-on shot. Oh. All right. All right. We got back to 50. That was great. Now, see, there was a great long level. That was a very long level, but it was very good. Very cool ideas. Followed a theme. That was really, really great. That was an incredible level. A rare treat. Let's turn the page. Get it out of here. 50 lives, 1,152 clears. And there we go. Justice, Peter, and Simon. Hey, and you know what I just realized? Now that we raised 450, we're well over 68,000. So we really are on track for this year to hit 70K by the end of the year. That's really, really cool. 1,866 people been here, 352 people liked it, 27-second world record. Love the one-ups. Okay, that was something. There we go. Thanks, Double Star. Now, come on, bro. I'm trying to trust you here. We've got 3 one-ups in the bank. Okay, well that helps. I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but that solves my issue from the last run. It looked very cool. I wonder if you were supposed to take out the mole there, or if that was supposed to happen at the end or what. I'm so confused. But it was pretty cool. There we go, Ralph and Sammy. A lot going on there. Thanks, Double Star, M and Simon. A lot going on there, Sierra. Shout out to Eli. What was the objective? It was. The part that's confusing to me is at what point were you supposed to take the mole out, Sammy? Because if you saw my first 2 attempts, I did not take out the mole while holding right and running. 51 lives, 1,153 clears. Because it's like if you hold right from the beginning, it kind of puts you on a certain trajectory, a certain track. So oftentimes speedrun creators will use that to their advantage. 8 people been here, 4 people liked it, 12-second world record. We gotta do the spring trick. Like that. Oh, almost first try. We need a lot of height. No. Can I get away with it like this? I don't think so. We need more speed. Yeah, it has to be this way. There we go! I should have waited for the one up. But at least we got the clear. Not allowed to like it? I wonder why. Here we go. M double star, Simon and Sierra. 51 lives, 1,154 clears. $75 people been here, 6 people liked it, 11-second world record. Thanks for the sub, Rich. It's gonna be a hidden pile somewhere. Alright, you can keep it. Down to 142 skips. I liked it on another account. Maybe that was it. 17 people been here, 2 people liked it, 47-second world record. I need to go over the top. That would have been nice with 3 1-ups. What's up, Scott? Have those been more forgiving the last night's stream? They've been interesting. We've got some interesting ones. Thanks, guy. That was a good one. It's been an interesting stream, an interesting week. Thanks, Simon and Sierra. Fernando and Mary. Let's see if we can get one more in here. 52 lives, 1,155 clears. $95 people been in, 9 people liked it, 12-second world record. Ha 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 ha. This is gonna be trolly. This is gonna be trolly. This is gonna be trolly. Whoa. Trolly. Oh, can I get one up here? Just take the win, Pat. There we go. And we managed to get back to 53. Just like yesterday, we held it together and minimized the damage. So there we go, chat. Thanks for being here. Big shout out to our donators, Wendy D, Jeffrey, Eli, Sierra, Digital Doom, Susie, Jim, Anonymous, Joy, DT Spies, Sai, Anonymous and Super Trucker J. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you for being willing to donate to such a great cause, one that's near and dear to my heart. We do this the second Wednesday of every month. We have September, October, November, December. We have 4 left. If in the next 4 we can raise $2,000, we will hit 70 grand since 2021. Should be pretty awesome. So thank you again to everyone who donated today. Big shout out to you, Digital Doom. No, and we'll be back to the 10K run tomorrow. That's on a separate account. This run has been going for, I think, 2 years now, just for the St. Jude days. And that's why I have leftover skips from previous St. Jude streams. So there we go, chat. Thanks again for donating. Hope to catch you tomorrow. We'll be back to the 10K run, trying to get another 30 clears. And I hope to see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. We'll do it all again. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling. So if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside, get your headphones in, your favorite music playing. It can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope, believe better days are coming, because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight, and I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, everything's completely ruined. Nothing's ever going to be the same without this person, place, or thing in my life anymore. What's the point? When everything's getting worse, not better. And that is a valid way to feel, but it's going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions. Because the truth is, there is some amazing stuff coming your way in your life. I can't tell you exactly what that is or exactly when it's coming, but I can promise you it is coming. And when you're really depressed, it can feel like it's never coming, or even if something great happened, it wouldn't even make any difference because things are too far gone. And that part is a complete lie that feels very real. So it becomes hugely valuable to have the skill set developed to be able to recognize when you're depressed. If you can say to yourself, self, I'm depressed right now. I am seeing the whole world and all of reality through the filter of this depression, and I can't trust my thoughts and conclusions. This is a time I got to reach out to someone that cares about me and say, hey, I'm struggling over here. Let's get together. Let's grab something to eat. Let's do a FaceTime. Let's connect. And I'm not telling you that magically cures depression and all your problems go away, but it does get you one huge step away from isolation, which can be incredibly tempting, but also incredibly destructive. Because if you isolate while you're depressed, all those inaccurate thoughts and conclusions get louder and more convincing. And you can find yourself considering self-destructive behavior you would never consider otherwise. So often, someone makes a very self-destructive decision, and the family and friends are left with their jaws on the floor saying, what? I had no idea they were struggling at all. So often, the depressed people are some of the best at putting on the strong front. Everything's all set. Don't worry about me. I got it all. We're all good here. And then behind closed doors, it's a disaster. And your loved ones want the opportunity to support you through what you're going through. And that's part of what can be so insidious with depression is it can convince you that your loved ones don't actually love you, that they don't actually care. You're just a burden to them. They could never understand. And that is not true. Feels true, but it's not. I'm telling you that your loved ones want the opportunity to support you. But it's on you to give them that opportunity. They can't read your mind, and if you're doing a great job of making it seem like you've got it all together, how could they ever even know? Do you see this? That's the trick of it. So I'm trying to encourage you to be willing to ask for the help you need, because we all need help no matter how strong you are, no matter how great you are. There's going to be times in life you need the support from other humans. It's part of being human. Not a fun part of being human necessarily. We like to feel like we got it all ourselves. We don't need anybody. I can take care of it. But sometimes, especially if you struggle with depression, you need to be willing to lean on other humans that care about you. And it's easier said than done. I'm not trying to pretend it's just some easy 1, 2, 3, and then everything's all better. I'm trying to go out of my way to make it clear that's not what I'm saying. But I am saying there is hope. As bad as it might feel right now, it will not always feel this bad. And the people that love you want the chance to support you. So, if any of that resonates with you, know that I'm rooting for you big time. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet, so make sure you're following Super Pat World on every platform you can find me, and I hope to catch up with you all tomorrow. And we'll try again, because I am evidence that in spite of being down, I'm not out. I'm still trying. I'm still doing my best. Now, my best may not look like much every day, depending on where you're standing, where you're watching from. But I am doing my best, and I am proud of myself for doing my best. And that's what I'm going to keep doing, because that's all you can do, people. So, hope to catch up with you tomorrow at 6 p.m. We do it again. I'll see you then. Bye, everybody.